Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's coming up for you at this time, what you need to know for your highest good. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. So overcoming obstacles, overcoming some sort of challenge, some sort of loss. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Let us know you're new so we can say hi and welcome you properly. And welcome back to everyone who's been with me for a bit now. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your beautiful comments, and for subscribing, of course. Take what resonates, disregard the rest, don't force anything to fit. And if nothing makes sense, it either hasn't happened yet or it might just not be your reading today, and that's okay. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel. They're all done in divine timing, meant for you to find them when you need them. And so at different points in time, your messages could be in slightly different places. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Pisces placements. Any sort of Pisces placements, or if you're just guided to the video or the channel. What do Pisces need to know? Okay. So this is going to be the situation that's being highlighted for us at this time. And developments we can expect to see happen. Oh, here we go again. Bottom of the deck, the Five of Pentacles. We just saw the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles can talk about a loss, but it's usually the fear of a loss, the fear of emotional loss, financial loss. It's change that is happening with the number 5. And change triggers fear because we don't know what's going to happen next, okay? And so then we start thinking of the worst case scenarios. That's the kind of energy. Current situation, the Five of Cups. All right, well, for some of you, it's you're going through it. You're going through it. This is emotional loss as well. So this could be going through a breakup, going through a separation, a divorce, loss of job, loss of finances, loss of an opportunity, an investment. The challenge, oh Jesus, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're really going through it, Pisces. Or this could be someone really close to you, right? And you're going through this with them. But it's impacting them most. The Ten of Swords is we saw the Ten of Swords, was it in our challenge yesterday as well? A difficult end to a difficult situation. And for whatever it's worth, I know it's not going to be much as you're going through it, but with the Ten of Swords, whatever loss you're experiencing, it's almost like, despite how painful it is, this is not it could have been worse, okay? So the Ten of Swords comes in as almost like, yes, it's forcing you to experience a loss. It feels like it's forcing you to experience a loss. But at the same time, whatever it is that you may have been in that needed to end, okay? Because it was only getting worse and worse and worse and worse with the Ten of Swords. And so it finally reached breaking point. In the foundation, we have the Emperor. This could be Aries energy. This could be a father figure. This could be your significant other, male or female, doesn't matter. A manager, a boss, representing a corporation, representing some sort of authority figure in your life. And there could have been betrayal involved. There could have been almost like imposed decisions to where you feel like you didn't have a choice. In the recent past, we have the Four of Swords. You've been contemplating this for quite some time with the Four of Swords. This could also be a situation where you took a break from it with the Four of Swords, planning it to be temporary. But by the time you got back to it, it was either gone. So if you took a break for your health, for example, this would be where they gave your job away. And that's borderline illegal, but I think they do it in some places, for example. Or if this is where you took some time to think what you wanted to do about a relationship, by the time you come back to this person, they've already moved on. And you're saying, what happened? I thought we were just kind of giving each other some time and some space. What are you doing? You know, and it feels like a betrayal. Even if by the time you got back to it, you were going to talk to him about maybe breaking up, or you're still willing to discuss things, right? To you, it wasn't finished, and by the time you get back to it, that person or that situation is already moved on, and it feels like a deep betrayal. On the mind, we have the Two of Pentacles. So you're now in a position where you have a choice to make. You do have options, okay? So if this is loss of income, loss of job, loss of any sort of opportunity, any sort of investment, with the Two of Pentacles here, this tells me that you either had a backup plan anyway, and you're just going to switch to the backup plan, or you had other options in the mix somehow. Maybe you chose not to look at them until you resolved this, and now it's like, well, if this isn't around, let me just look at those other options again. Okay, but you do have options. You have something to go to. You have something to try. You have a new direction to head towards. It almost feels like you were indecisive about something, indecisive and undecided about something, and you took some time to think about it, and then somehow the decision appears to have been made for you, right? And even though it's something that ultimately it is for your highest good, you might not agree with that right now, okay? Looking back on the situation, you will see that, oh yeah, it was for my highest good. But as you're going through it, it doesn't feel like that, right? So let's see what's going on in today's energy. We have the Seven of Swords, we have Temperance, and the Seven of Cups. For some of you, there is a choice. I feel like you might be presented with an opportunity to be underhanded somehow when it comes to the situation. And you have a choice of, do you take the high road, or are you going to be underhanded somehow? Like payback, or make them feel what they made you feel, or do to them what they did to you. Okay, there's something along those lines that I'm seeing, because there's a choice here with Temperance to either rise above or not. You know what I mean? And for others of you, I feel like you're keeping what this was here has taught you to keep things to yourself, in terms of, you definitely have choices here. You definitely have options. I feel like you've made up your mind. You know which one you want to go with, but I feel like once bitten, twice shy. Now you're not telling anyone what you're doing at all, okay? So that they can't go behind your back and do whatever, so that they, so that they can sabotage. This is also a situation, Pisces, where, and it's part of the same energy here, don't self-sabotage by procrastinating. Okay, Seven of Swords, Temperance, Seven of Cups. You already know what you want to do. You've already had enough time to consider it. It's time to start something new, okay? Don't procrastinate, because you might miss out on opportunities. All right, so let's see. Let's get more cards out here for Pisces. All right, Five of Cups in the current situation. We have Strength. So you're in a position of recovery now. You're finding your strength. You're finding your independence. You're finding your footing in the new reality. This is Leo energy as well, okay? Taking control over the situation however you can. The Ten of Swords is the challenge, the Ace of Coins. Whatever this Ten of Swords was, this Ten of Swords situation, it was keeping you from a new beginning. Okay? It was a loss of money. It was a loss of investment, okay, of your time, your energy, your resources. It was a dead end that you might have still been willing to give to. So that's why the universe stepped in and said, I see you're still willing to give to this, even though we've shown you every which way that it's a dead end. So for your sake, for your own sake, we're going to step in and remove this, because it's blocking your progress and your development. For some of you, I also see a situation where you feel like you still owe this person or this situation something, and the universe is saying, no, your debt has been paid, your karma has been paid, it's time to release it now. You don't have to feel tethered to it anymore, okay? Is that kind of energy, because it's a higher power that they're intervening somehow, for better or for worse. The Emperor and the Foundation. We have the Three of Cups. For some, this could be, like I say, by the time you get back to someone, they've already moved on, they're dating. This could also be someone who likes to keep their options open. This could also be someone playing games, okay? Trying to make you feel bad for taking time to think, trying to make you feel bad for taking time to figure out what you wanted to do. This is someone who just like put themselves back out there, you know, and you're like, I haven't decided, I haven't told you what I wanted to do yet, and they've just made that decision for you. This is also, it could be someone who cares more about what other people think. And it's almost like, oh, I can't let them think that Pisces made that decision. They need to know that I made the decision, you know? Four of Swords in the recent past, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Something had reached a milestone, a completion point. And it just started going downhill from there, okay, to the point where it got to the Ten of Swords. This could also be a situation where we keep trying to revive something, where we keep trying to bring something back to the happy days, and it's just not happening. And every time it doesn't work out, we just feel more and more disappointed and let down. This could also be waiting, taking some time to focus on family for some, or taking some time to focus on to figure out what your long-term goals are. If it's to do with love, or if it's to do with work, or if it's to do with your own business. You took some time to figure out what you really wanted to do in the long run. Because the situation you were in and the way things were going was not making you happy. The Two of Pentacles on the mind, we have the Chariot. You've been in two minds about this for quite some time. The Chariot tells you that you can, whatever you want to happen, you can make happen. But you have to take charge, control, and go for it. That's the energy of the Chariot. Okay? I also feel that when the smoke clears and the clouds part, after this stormy situation right here, your alternative, your choice of where to go next will be very clear to you. And then it becomes a case of you need to take action. If you've been dealing with this, the aftermath of a betrayal that led to an ending, that led to a loss, where you felt like they made the decision for you, this is telling you, okay, Pisces, now it's time to look at what else is out there. Now it's time to pick yourself up. Now it's time to start something new, because you have a new beginning available to you here that's really sound. But you have to take action with it. This isn't something that you have to be the one not only to make the decision that, yes, I want to go for that, but also take steps to start that path. Do you know what I mean? And because you're dealing with whatever you've been dealing here, your confidence might not be what it should be for you to feel confident and comfortable enough to pursue this. But that's where motivation comes in with the Chariot and discipline, and you pick yourself up, and through willpower, you make things happen. So let's see. Seven of Swords, Temperance, Seven of Cups. The Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Sun. So Pisces, what this feels like, Pisces, is this. Here's the story. You've been through a painful ending. Painful, brutal ending to something that you thought was going to be your happily ever after. However that makes sense. If it's with business, family, love, whatever. This is what you thought it was going to be. This is what you've been working towards. This is what it was wholeheartedly. This is my life. This is my goal. This is my dream. This is where I'm headed. This is what it's going to be. Okay. That situation ended. Whether you took a pause from it, you took a break from it, you gave it some time and some space to figure out why you weren't able to push forward beyond a certain point, or why things weren't coming together the way you hoped and planned for them to. But what this feels like is you said, I just give me a minute to figure out what I want to do. And the other person or the other party involved made the decision for you. They moved on. They started dating other people. They gave your job away. They signed a contract with someone else. And it felt like a very deep betrayal because you were like, I was honest with you. I was open with you. I communicated. I told you I just need a couple of days, or I told you I just need a couple of weeks. You said, okay. And then you go and give my spot away, give my job away, move on with other people, or, that's what this was. All right. You've been recovering from that. You do have the Strength card, clarifying the Five of Cups. You've been recovering. You've been rediscovering your strength, or inventing some new levels of strength, right? Or discovering, because they're there. It's still a bit iffy. You're still working on it. You're still in two minds, meaning the past situation is still present in your mind and in your energy somehow. So you're like moving on, and you're doing new things, and you're focused, and you're doing great. And then every now and again, it'll come back to memory. It'll feel like it's still raw, where you'll remember it and it'll still hurt you, or you know what I mean? So you're still one foot in, one foot out, one foot in the new world, one foot in the old world, dipping back and forth, right? The situation is you have something available to you now towards a new beginning that is solid, and it could be very prosperous for you if nurtured properly. So this could be meeting a new person that you could end up marrying if you wanted to. This could be a new job that could take you to new levels of wealth and recognition. This could be an opportunity to start a new business. This could be an opportunity to collaborate with someone. This could be a new home that comes on the market. That's your dream home, all right? Whatever this is for you. It's in your environment. Your challenge with all these sevens is to see things for what they are, to recognize opportunity, to recognize where rejection was God's protection, whether it feels like it or not right now. Entertain the possibility. What if that were true? What if this ending happened to save me somehow, to protect me somehow? What would that be? How would that work? Just put that in your mind for consideration, right? And then what else is available to me? What is around me? Because you're aware of this. You're aware of it. It's there. It's on your mind. You see that it could be something good, but you're not acting on it. You're not acting on it because you're now afraid, Nine of Swords, to give to something that's trying to give to you. You have slight trust issues, okay? Because I thought whatever this was in my past was going to be my happily ever after, so I gave everything I had to it. Okay, so now it's like I don't know what equal give and take looks like, because clearly what I've been involved in was not that, and I thought it was, that kind of situation. I trusted this kind of person before, and look at that turned out. I trusted this kind of situation before, and look at that turned out. I trusted that I thought I knew what I was doing, and look at that, how that turned out. And so now you are overthinking and questioning yourself, an offer, or this opportunity. However, what's behind it is the Sun. This is it for you, Pisces, right? This is your big break. This is your big opportunity. This is your once in a lifetime. Not whatever this was over here, okay? Remember, what is meant for you will not pass you by, okay? It won't. If something is truly meant for you to have in your life and to hold for a long time, it won't crumble like this, It won't crumble like this. Just because you stood up for yourself, or you asked for some time, or you were honest and open and said, I need to clear my head and figure out what I'm doing. This wasn't it, okay? This new situation that you're aware of, it has potential, but you're doubting your own perception of it because you trusting your perception, or you trusting what you thought was your intuition, or you trusted what you thought was, this is my knowledge, this is my experience based on this and that and the other, this is the best thing for me. That might have got you into trouble over here. And it's a natural reaction, and it's normal, right? But don't overthink it. It's okay, and you should ask those questions. What if I'm not seeing it for what it is? What if there's more going on that I'm not picking up on, But you also see the good. You do your pros and your cons. And then you take a calculated risk. Okay? And you have plan B in case things don't work out. But don't overthink it to the point where you're frozen in fear and you're sabotaging yourself. Okay? Because this is a really great opportunity, Pisces. What else does Pisces need to know about this? The 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Again, this is overcoming fear with your confidence, with your belief in yourself, okay? With your belief in your training, your preparation, your experience, including what happened over here. Because now you can see some red flags that maybe in the past you wouldn't have seen or you didn't see. This is a learning opportunity. So if you turn things around that way and you see it as, what if God or whoever, the universe, whatever, right? What if someone was looking out for me and that's why this ended? Because it felt like someone stepped in and made the decision for you, okay? And while that feels like a betrayal in the moment, I get it, I really do. What if we could take a step back and see the bigger picture? What if that's actually a good thing? What if someone's working for me? What if that wasn't the thing I thought it was? What if this other thing is? Let me try to look around and see what options I have. What's being presented to me? What's available to me? Let me entertain that for a minute, right? Seeing the bigger picture, dusting yourself off, and you keep going, right? This is a hiccup, 9 of Wands. This is a test of your resilience. This is a test of your confidence. This is a test of whatever kind, okay? And what you're doing, Pisces, or your advice and your encouragement is to pause, go through it, feel the feels, okay? But then learn from it. You take the lesson, you take the experience, you take the knowledge, and you add it to your confidence, your inspiration, your wisdom. And that's how you become stronger from this type of situation, as opposed to becoming a victim or staying in that victim position where you feel powerless. Okay, who likes to be there? That's a horrible place to be in, right? What this feels like, Pisces, is you're being pushed out of something because it was truly not for you. It was hurting you. You just didn't see it. And when you entertain something new, better, healthier, more balanced, you have 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, equilibrium, balance, give and take. Temperance, equal investment, balanced investment, okay? And you see things grow and you see how happy it makes you, and you experience the joy and the excitement and the inspiration and the creativity, and everything starts to flow and everything starts to come alive, right? Then you can look behind you and be like, oh, I see why that had to happen, And would I have done that myself? Probably not. I would have tried to, keep working on it, keep trying to revive it, keep trying to give it more time and energy and resources, despite the fact that it was slowly killing me. It was slowly draining my finances. It was slowly draining my energy. It was slowly draining my, life force. Under the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Cups. This is definitely the loss of a long-term relationship, whether that's professional or personal. The High Priestess with the 4 of Pentacles, but again, you knew you were holding on to something out of fear, or you knew there's a sense of, I don't want to lose this, okay? Because I don't know what else is out there. This is what I have in front of me. This is what I'm holding on to. I'm just going to keep holding on to it. That's the feeling here. And with the High Priestess, you knew, on some level, you knew that's what you were doing, okay? Justice, again, divine intervention. Again, the decision was made for you. Because, and don't get me wrong, this isn't someone overstepping your free will. No, with the High Priestess here, this tells me you were fully aware of what was going on. You had made some sort of a, if not decision, you'd come to some sort of a conclusion that this isn't healthy. This probably isn't right. This probably isn't fair. You saw everything. Subconsciously, you already told yourself this isn't right. This isn't the right situation for me. But you still had to filter through to get to the conscious mind and then process everything consciously, okay? But the decision, the clarity, you already had. And so this is the universe stepping in and saying, okay, well, now that you see what you're supposed to see, it looks like you're still going back and forth and doubting yourself and procrastinating somehow. So they kind of just sped up the process. That's just what this is. Okay, they sped up the process because you have better things available to you with the Ace of Cups that will truly make you happy. That's truly what you deserve. Okay, 7 of Wands, 9 of Cups. This was a test. This was a test. And if you see it as such, the Moon in Judgment. Again, confirming you already saw this for what it was. You had already made up your mind. Either that this isn't right, or you told yourself, I'm going to give it one last chance, and then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You're already on your way out, okay? But you were still kind of debating with yourself for whatever reason. And the universe just stepped in and sped up the process to where it's done. You don't have to think about it anymore. It's done. It's out. It's not available to you anymore, okay? You would have got there yourself eventually. It would have taken you a few more months or potentially even a few more years. But fighting your own intuition and fighting your own decision. You know what I mean? So that's why the universe stepped in and kind of sped things up. Okay? To point you in this new direction, to be like, listen, if we take away, because you're going back and forth between this old thing and this new thing. If we take away the old thing so that you only have the new thing to look at, give it a chance. Give it time. Give it a chance to develop. Look more into it, right? And then from there, you'll see everything you need to see. And you'll be absolutely clear. The Sun card is complete clarity. It'll be absolutely clear this had to end, why it had to end, and what this has to offer for you, and why you had to go for it the way you did and when you did, right? So it's almost like that's what they did. Let's take this away so that you only have this to look at. What do you do with this, Pisces? Okay? It's like you trying to read 2 books at the same time, and you're stuck. You're not making any progress with any of them because you're trying to read 2 books at the same time. So you're going to read a couple of lines here and then be like a couple of lines here, and then you'll forget what you read here and start over. And that's where you've been. And so the universe just came in and kind of closed the book on the past situation and took it away from the table. And you only have 1 book in front of you. So it's like, what do you do with that? Just keep reading, and eventually you turn the page and you keep going, right? So this is divine intervention to get you unstuck. And not only get you unstuck, but put you on a path of true abundance. Okay? And again, for some of you, you kept yourself stuck. You chose to be here because either you felt you owed someone something, they told you you owed them something and you believed them, you felt you owed someone whatever and you were paying off karma, or whatever you were telling yourself. Because you were aware, the High Priestess is there. You were aware of what this was, and you were making choices to stay, to keep giving it chances, you know what I mean? Despite you knowing it might be time to go, right? And the universe is saying, you paid everything off, Pisces. You paid everything off. Now it's time for you to be happy now. It's time for you to receive now. And so what this is just a shift in perspective, you know, just a shift in perspective to where if we took away this option so you don't have to do the back and forth, you will only be looking forward, you know? And then as soon as you do that and your brain adjusts, it's like, oh, this is what's in front of me. Oh, I could do this with it, that with it. Let's talk more about this. And it's almost like it just takes off after that. Do you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. So let's see, what is the Power Thought card for Pisces? As I say yes to life, life says yes to me, Pisces. Life mirrors my every thought, and because you've been back and forth, you've been stuck. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. As I keep my thoughts on the present and the future, right? Life brings to me amazing experiences. Life mirrors your every thought. You've been manifesting indecision. You've been manifesting stagnant, stuck energy. You've been manifesting back and forth. And so the universe is stepping in saying, well, you already know what needs to happen. You already made up your mind. You're thinking of giving it more time and more chances, despite the fact that you already know it's not going to go anywhere. So we're just going to help you along and kind of skip that part to where we just close this off completely. Because you have this amazing opportunity for you now. And you need to be present and aware of it and take action on it now. Okay? So Pisces, that is what I have for you. Very interesting reading today. I hope I made sense. Let me know in the comments, okay, how you feel about it, what you think about it, what this is about for you, where you've been stuck, why you've been stuck, and what is this new opportunity, okay? Focus more on the new opportunity, because this is all the way done with the Ten of Swords. There's no reviving it. There's no revisiting it. What's in front of you, they're really trying very hard to put this in front of you and put this as the only thing in front of you so that you give it the proper attention. Okay, whether you decide to pursue it or not, that's a whole different matter. But this is an amazing opportunity for you, and they're asking you, just give it the proper attention. And you can make up your mind after that. But it's something that could lead you to a life of carefree attitude when it comes to money, no worries when it comes to money, no worries when it comes to health, no worries and concerns when it comes to love and loved ones in your life, okay? And increasing abundance, increasing happiness, because the sun will always be shining on it, okay? So Pisces, I hope that made sense, okay? I'm really hoping it helps. Looking forward to your comments. I'm going to leave it there. Have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.